Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. Returning from inside the 10-yard line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. Going to run it here. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. The Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Hawaii.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Oh, and another incompletion.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
A running play called on 4th down. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Tight end goes in motion. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Oh, and he fumbles. Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been disaster.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And tackled after a small pickup there. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Sooners pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Using his legs on the scramble. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the 1st down.
You know, nice design here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside, off to the right. Looks downfield, nobody's open, so instead of throwing it and forcing it into coverage, he's got the athletic ability there to pick up a nice couple yards.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick throw to his receiver, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Martinez. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On the run here. Let's it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Martinez. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Rainbow Warriors starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Foster. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that previous play. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Caught quickly.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Fires it on the move. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from it. Don't see that often. The offense with 5 receivers now. Empty backfield. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Rainbow Warriors will have 1st and 10 here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. And the call is a quarterback sneak. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
No, I don't blame them. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that could happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down after a short gain there. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. There not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him.
He's sacked and be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. And the return decides to single fair catch. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go.
Boy, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. The pocket breaking down. Looks like he's going to run it. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
It's a quick grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Now it's 2nd down here. Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
They just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
Return of 1 down. Sets up the next drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense retaining the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on 4th down. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw it again. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down and goal. Catch made on the left side. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, what a wasted possession. In the second half of a tie game, you got the ball in the red zone. You're going in to score and take the lead, and you put the ball on the ground. And just like that, you flip the momentum to your opponent.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's past the marker and still going. QB breaking away. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And they go in front here in the second half.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They'll kick it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Rainbow's offense back on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? He's escaping the pocket now. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And now they'll set up for the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
He does his job with the PHC, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back the last possession pick on the very first play. And the receivers got it.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down and inches. Who's going to win this battle in the trenches? The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making a tackle short of the first down.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Rainbows offense back on the field now. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. The completion sets up a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Gets rid of it on the move. Grab near the sticks. It's Foster. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here.
Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Running back with the football. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
After the big loss on first down, it's second and goal, backed up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Just trying to get rid of it. He throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up third down.
Now Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. We'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, and the football comes out. The offense gets the football back. Very lucky. Still have a chance now. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. That's a design quarterback keeper. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And now a crucial PAT attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call it conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in a regulation? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. From the shotgun, drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up for the first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Trying to extend the play. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma, to take the lead in the final minute.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They scored, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. The return man decides to signal fair catch. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Let's it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. First down and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he lofts it deep over the middle. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.